Let's move on. JB Pharma is on an acquisition spree. It acquired 15 ophthalmology drugs from Novartis Innovative Therapies. It reported muted revenue growth in Q3, while the CDMO business has declined. Nikhil Chopra, who's the CEO and whole-time director of the company, joins us now to talk about that. Nikhil, thanks a lot for joining. And I think ever since you've done those acquisitions, we haven't had a chance to chat. So tell us a little bit about them. What do the acquisitions bring on the table for you? And, this is the fifth acquisition in the past 2 years to expand the Indian markets for JB Chemicals. Do you have any plans for further M&A?
So thank you, Sonia, Niger, to be back on CNBC TV 18. And on the world of ophthalmology, it's a growing market. We're talking of 4,000 crore market as reported in Indian IPM. And this market is growing at a pace of around 14%, better than the Indian pharma market. So what we have acquired is not 15 brands only, we have acquired 10 brands, and this is more in the area of glaucoma, NSAIDs, that is pain, anti-allergics. That is where we are, and this business is close to around 175 crores. Right now, the agreement is in licensing, distribution and marketing of these 10 brands. That is how it will continue for 3 years with thin margins. And in January 27, when we pay them $115 million, this entire perpetual license comes to JB. That is where and we are excited about this opportunity. Meanwhile, we are looking at how do we get into more therapeutic areas within ophthalmology, launching our own products and expand the field force.
Okay, I want to understand that a little more. How are you planning to get into ophthalmology in a bigger way? And also, would you be interested in an asset such as Novartis India?
I would like to reserve my comments on the second question, but let me talk about more ophthalmology, what we have done. Expanding ophthalmology is looking at how do you get into more therapeutic segments within ophthalmology. The 10 brands that we have acquired, 5 brands out of those 10 brands are number 1 in their category. It's a combination of products in glaucoma, antibiotics, pain. The therapeutic areas which we are not into, at some given time, we will try to get into understanding better the ophthalmology market, dry eyes, biologicals. All those should come over a period of time. Yeah.
Okay. The second part which you reserved your comments for, so I have to press you a little bit. So are you, is that something you would looking at, is it under active consideration?
No.
So it's not, it's a no to, so nothing happening and nothing will happen?
No, nothing happening. No. We are, Prashant, if you look at the way we are positioned today at JB, we are present into now half a dozen therapeutic segments. We are a big dominant player in the world of cardiology with our organic brands, Cilacar, Nicardia. We are now into probiotic market. We are into heart failure. We are into pediatrics. We are into respiratory. Now we are into ophthalmology, GI brands, Metrogyl, Rantac. So we have many things in terms of how we can explore the opportunity and grow better than the market. Our guidance has been Indian pharma market should grow at around 8 to 10%, and we should grow around 12 to 14% in Indian pharma market. So enough is there on the plate in terms of what we can harness.
Hi, Nikhil. Morning. Good to see you. When the stock price has done very well in the last few years once the PE took over, KKR. Now they're making good money. And as is the case with the line of business, at some point of time, they'll want out. Have you heard from them, or do they intend on holding on for longer?
Very difficult for me to comment because I am on the management side and I continue to do my work as responsible for running the business. With what we acquired in 2020 and where we stand today, I think it's a good asset that we could run. And I see a lot of opportunity within India business, within CDMO. I think what Sonia was talking about CDMO, sluggish growth for the quarter. But if you look at what we have done with our CDMO business outside India, almost double the business. And from here also, the aspiration for next 3 to 5 years is how do you double the business with some of the big multinational partners, with some of the big branded products that we have bought in the world of CDMO. Within India also, we have 5-6 brands in top 300. So a lot of opportunity in terms of where we see company running from here next 3 to 5 years. That is what I can say at this moment of time.
So for CDMO particularly, you have around 100 crore run rate on an average, right, in terms of revenues. But this quarter, I think you've slipped a little bit. Going forward, what could the average look like? I mean, do you think you can do better than 100 crores?
So, Sonia, if you look at going in the history of CDMO, when we acquired this company, JB, KKR, the CDMO contribution was 5% of the revenue. It was close to $20 million. Last year, we could achieve $50 million. All is organic build-up in terms of how we have doubled the business in last now 3 years. And the business has been 100 crores every quarter. Last quarter, we could touch 89 crores as what you have been flashing. But this is what happens in this entire part of the business. The first half of the year is on the order book that we get from our partners. Quarter 3 is a little bit sluggish. Quarter 4 onwards, we start getting orders for next 6 months of the year, where we see healthy trend in terms of where we stand today. And I think the way we have been running the company, and a lot of developmental new projects are there in terms of getting into new therapeutic areas like sleep disorders, immunity, wellness, oral thrust, adding new partners, new geographies in Brazil, Mexico, Europe. I think the aspiration is to be close to $100 million in next 3 to 5 years. That is what we have kept as a aspiration goal for ourselves.
All right, we'll leave it there. I was looking at the price performance for the stock. It's incredible. I mean, it closed 2019 at $200. It's at 1620. So one of the better stories in the entire pharma space. Actually, one of the best, just in terms of sheer outperformance. Thank you very much for joining us. Great speaking with you here on CNBC TV 18. Good luck. All right, well, that's JB Chemicals. Well,